Greetings, friends. How are you? I hope you are fine and you're doing great. My name is Matt, aka Dichaba, and I'm doing great too. Now, in this video, I'm gonna give you a tutorial on how to find the key of a song. It's very crucial that you are able to find the key of a song. Now, finding a key is not a simple thing to do and to explain, but I will try my best to explain it to you. So the starting point is that songs have keys they are in, and that people sing comfortably in some keys and not so comfortably in other keys. So it is quite crucial to master this skill of finding the key. So the best way to teach it is to do it as I've already said, but I will try and talk about it a little bit. So I will begin by saying that even if your guitar is in tune, you remember there's a video on how to tune your guitar. If you've watched it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't watched it, you're gonna have to go watch it so you can know what it means to have a guitar that's in tune. So again, I'll begin by saying that even though your guitar is in tune, you still have to find the key of a song. So now in music we have 12 notes, which are namely A. We have the A. Maybe let me remove the distortion so you can hear them purely. So we have the A, and then we have the A sharp, then we have the B, then we have the C, then we have the C sharp, then we have the D, then we have the D sharp, then we have the E, then we have the F, then we have the F sharp, then we have the G, then we have the G sharp. Right, and all of this can be done in all of the strings that we have on the guitar. It just depends on where you start. For example, so if we had an A here, we have an A here, right? So this is the A, this is the A sharp, this is the B, this is the C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, right? So with that being said, finding a key means one of two things. Firstly, it may mean deciding on which of those notes that I've just mentioned you will start a song on or write a song on. Secondly, it may mean finding on which of those notes the song you want to play starts on, or on which of those notes the singer you're playing for is singing, right? The key of a song is also called a root note. So if you go to some YouTube videos or a book about these things, some people call it the root note, as in the root of a tree, right? And so I guess simply put, it is about the starting point. There's so many places you can start a song and many notes you can start a song on. So that's why I call it the starting point. So another very, very important thing it tells you is which notes not to use in a song, right? Remember, we have 12 notes, but when we're playing a song, usually we don't use all of them, right? So it tells you which ones not to use, which ones will sound bad. What I have just said leads to the concept of key signatures. So there's things called signatures. I know that sounds very fancy and sophisticated, but it's not. Let me break it down. All it is talking about is the grouping of the notes together. So another way of putting it is that it is a way of knowing which of the notes among the 12 work well together and which don't. So don't worry, you will get a hang of it over time, and there are tricks and shortcuts that I'm going to show you and teach you, which will make your life much easier. And as far as this whole concept of finding the key much easier. So for the remainder of the tutorial, I'll make a demonstration of how this process works. And to do this, I'm going to use an album of a cousin of mine called Lokowa Israel, and the name of the album is Love Story, and you can find it on iTunes, and I'll put it in the description box below the video, and you can just go check it out and practice with it like we're gonna be doing now. So I'll play the first song, and so you can see how this whole process of finding the key goes. Let's go. Increase the volume. So right, so we need to find the note which is the starting point. So what I'll do is play the open A. So it doesn't sound like it's the right one. So you need to just play the notes and move along the neck. And you listen, so you play and listen. Doesn't sound right. Play and listen. Doesn't sound like it's the right one. Sounds like it's getting closer. It's not the right one. It's not the right one. It sounds like this is the note. The song is on. And this is G sharp. G sharp, right? So if you listen to that, right? I'm just gonna move to the next song, and then we'll come back to talk about it later on. So here's another song. So for this song, I'll use the low E string, and then we find the key on that one. So you play and you listen. Doesn't sound like this is the one. Doesn't sound like this is the one. Play and listen. Then we go to the F sharp. It's not it. G, it's not it, but sounds close. Can you hear the pitch is increasing? Then we have G sharp. It's not it. A. It sounds like it's A. Can you hear this? It just blends, so your ear just has to be able to hear this. That's the key of this song, the A major. So you're going to be using the A major scale. I'm tuning the guitar. Sounds like it's a little bit of tune. Has there ever been a day I made it without you? Is there a day I can make it without you? Will there ever be a day I'll make it without you? Totally there is none, yeah. Cause I remember the old days when I thought I didn't need you, and the things I've done good. There we go, it's back in tune now. We're moving to the next song. Right, so I'm going to be using the A string. Right, we're back to that G sharp we started with. So usually a singer will have keys they sing comfortably in, right? So we're back to G sharp. The G sharp note is also here, right? So once you find it to the key of G sharp, you play the G sharp major scale. Let's move to the next one and let's hear what he's using here. Right, so I'll use the low E string to find the key. Play it, snare it. Did you see what happened? This one is the one, right? And you also have to trust your instinct with this. So if it just sounds right, go with it. Right, so this one was in G. So this seems like it's the key. The A sharp. That was the A major scale, right? So this one was A. So it wasn't very difficult to find this one because it was just a matter of doing that. So it was the first one. So the moment the song goes, you're looking for the note that feels right. Right. So he's in G now. Right. So we also have a G note here. So you can play here or you can play there. Right. And then the last song.
Can you just take this time and thank God for what He's done for us?
Doesn't sound right. Doesn't sound right. Doesn't sound right. Sounds right. G. So can you see? So he basically uses G, A sharp, and he also used what? He also used G sharp and A for one song. So he was basically using around 4 keys. So when you find the key, you start playing the major scale from that position, right? Right, so that's basically how this whole thing of finding the key works. It's a little bit complicated process, but I don't know if you saw when the best way to do it. Okay, first of all, when you're still beginning, then you just listen, you play and you listen. But the best way to do it is to do it fast at the beginning of the song. Maybe let me play the song. Right, so when the song starts like this, you listen. Then you move it fast, because if you don't move it fast, what's gonna happen is you're gonna start hearing some notes which are correct as you listening, and you're gonna end up being confused, and the song will be finished by the time you find the key. So yeah, that's basically how it is. It's just a matter of training your ear until you learn how to find the right key. So yeah, that's it for this lesson. I'll see you in the next lesson, my friends. Stay well and take